Last time I was here, I painted, well here, let's take a look at the map. Alright, so last time I was here, I painted right there. So, I think I'm going to take that same trail and maybe go out on this point here today. See where that little, yeah. You get the idea. So I made it out to the point, and there's a lot to choose from out here. So I'm gonna have a little bit of a hard time picking an angle. I think the sun may have something to do with that as far as what I pick. But let me give you a quick panorama of what I'm looking at here. This lake is just absolutely gorgeous. It's kind of flat light at the moment, but the sun is kind of coming and going, so there'll be plenty of options. I like this cove a lot, and actually I'm pointing at where I painted from the last time I was here, actually looking toward this point. So I'll figure it out, get set up, and then we'll get rolling. So I'm painting next to Jim Bednar today, and I got to watch his kind of setup process, and he was looking at his selection, and then he started doing some interesting things that I thought I would share. So Jim, you can walk us through what you had going on there. Yeah.
This is
after you picked your scene.
Okay. This is pretty much self-taught, so if this seems weird, and I'm not an artist, so I don't have any background, and I can't draw. So what I do is I just took a piece of tempered glass, and I have actually plexiglass that I use, and just take a dry erase marker or watercolor marker, and I'll get my scene that I like, oh, that's it. But since I know I can't draw, I'll just trace it, the basic shapes, as if I was making a jigsaw puzzle on this. Okay, so I've got a background, I've got my basic dark water, I've got the lighter reeds, 2 trees, and then a cut-in where the, whatever you call these lily pads are. So then, knowing I really want to cheat, then I'll just sight it through and just kind of take my pencil and do a little bit of a start. It just gives me basic heights of things, and then we'll actually sit and draw it. Okay, so that's first step. So basically I've broken this down into a few shapes. And then again, because I don't know what I'm doing, I'll now assign a value scale, limiting it to 3 or 4 different values. So then I'll draw the same little drawing out. I've got my 2 trees, I've got the lighter greens, I've got the lily pads, darks, and then just say I'm going to do this in 4 values. So I'll assign 1 as my lightest, and then I want 2, I'll do try to limit it down to compress everything and just limited values to the lily pads and these green trees. My darkest is going to be that dark one, so I'll call that a 4. and then 3 with the dark of the water, and let's consider those far rushes the same, and maybe a little bit in the front to try to bring the front in. So now, then it's like a jigsaw puzzle, and I just try to do direct painting and just mix a value. I don't really care about the color so much, and just block in each of the masses in that value. And of course, if I'm really good, if I'm not good, if I'm really paying attention, I should convert my relative values to a value on the value scale. Like I want the sky to be between a 2 and a 3, and that's going to push in a little bit of reflections in the front. And so then I'll just use my dirty brush. I'm not mixing anything except just with the brush tip, and start doing in a block in of just trying to do a value scale of that, and then I'll apply color on top that really matters. Wow. And that's it. And that's all I know.
And he says he doesn't know what he's doing. All right, cool. Thanks,
all right,
Jim.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, we forgot the last part here. So
probably the most important part in this, any workshop I've ever been to, guys have shown me this trick, is to see the values, the lights and darks. I am so confused by colors, and I can't see values. But if you look through like a red acetate, which, you know, I got this from the end of a file marker, then it pops that I've got light, the dark, the mid-range, and a little lighter mid-range, and it's able to, that's how I can see what to do. And so I forgot that, yeah, acetate, if you have a hard time seeing values, sometimes you can squint, but this knocks out color and just gives you almost a gray scale to work with.
Here, I'll give an example.
All right, now you got everything.
Now I got everything. Okay, so here's what I've got picked out today. I'm actually going to paint back up the trail that I walked down to come out on this little point. Looking back this direction, I'll just catch it. The water will be fairly insignificant in this scene, but those really darks in there against kind of the surface vegetation looks really cool. So I'll get a sketch going and we'll get rolling. Sweet. All right, so I'm going to stop here for today, and as always, thanks for checking out my video. Don't forget to subscribe and share it if you like it, and I will catch you later. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Clive, who saw my painting and enjoyed it and subscribed to my channel on the spot. And for that, I want to say a sincere thank you.